Yo, so I don't usually do this sort of thing, but like, I've always kind of wanted to. So I'm gonna be making like a video on like a analysis of the world record. I'm just gonna be like pointing out some of the smaller things that most people or some people may not know about. Where it can save time, how much it can be improved, stuff like that. So, I guess I'm gonna start now. Skip through all this. Alright, so 1-1 isn't like anything crazy. It's just basically a matter of taking as much advantage of these rolling hills as you can. Especially right there. You're gonna here. Let's go back. You fall right there, and you land on this tiny little piece of land right there to just conserve some more speed. You don't want to slide down here very much because sliding down slopes at 45 degrees isn't actually fast. You want to slide down gentle ones like those. It's another good spot to keep momentum. I didn't get Goomba boost, by the way. There's also one you can do like near the end, right about here. That I think only DCA's done it. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen anyone else say they did. So yeah, high 454s are okay, honestly. At least right now. So 1-2 is more or less, it's pretty similar to 1-1 in terms of like how we have to take as much advantage of slopes as you can. Sliding down there isn't exactly fast, but the Goombas kind of get in your way and it's slower to just jump over them, so it's better off just sliding. You wanna, these things right here, like remember I mentioned that gentle slopes are faster to slide down than normal ones. You wanna like tilt your Wii remote at like the perfect angle, so like it's just a gentle slope, and you would do that for all. I think there's 3 of them. So you don't slide down slopes while you're in star, obviously, because that just gets rid of all your speed. You can get 461 pipes. Those are usually like guaranteed 456s. I believe I got a 455 this run. Yeah. When there's 3 isn't anything crazy either. You do that triple jump to guarantee not getting hit by the hammer bro. I think everyone knows about that though at this point. Slide down that slope as much as you can. So for here, I personally like to do a triple jump there because I feel like you bumped the pipe for last time, but I'm not sure if that's actually faster or not. That's what I've always done though. I don't believe sliding down there is faster. I could be wrong, but I never see anyone do it. I was not paying attention to Goomba RNG, but I'm pretty sure I got either 2nd or 3rd position. So you just mash through all that with. I choose to do A. I choose to mash with A and B at the same time. I used to just do B, but like I think it was Noodles who brought it to my attention that mashing A actually helps. So you mash with this banner too because it goes away faster. And this goes for all pipes and I guess cannons too. You want to enter like somewhere in the middle so Mario doesn't sort of like get sucked in from the side, if that makes any sense. It saves a few frames. So with my loads, 358s are usually pretty good. 357s are very good. I think my gold is a 57.4. And it has like Goomba boost for its position. All that good stuff. Alright, so 5-1 is kind of interesting. I'll talk about the vines when we get to them, but right here, you just, you know, grab the star. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so with these vines, it was just actually found fairly recently that if you don't hold any direction when you're swinging off of them, you can actually like keep more speed. It's been known in like other NSMB games, but for some reason no one ever tried it in this one. So yeah, that was found like a few weeks ago at the time of uploading this. The most effective one is this one right here. You can get like high 47s, which I just did. So, something a lot of people ask is if it matters where the piranha spawns at any percent, and I don't think it does. I've never noticed like any differentials if it spawns at top, middle, bottom, or whatever. So, I don't think it matters. You mastered this banner too. So the fastest way to do this is to do, like, you sort of skid to a halt before you get the side ones, and then you just immediately hold the opposite direction again. That's the fastest way to do the level. I think I was in mid 93. I wasn't really looking. So when you're on that piece of dirt there, you actually have to mash instead of just holding the direction. For some reason it like locks you in place a little bit sometimes. So 5-3 is like one of the hardest levels in my opinion, if you're trying to do it fast. I take really tight turnarounds on the brambles here to just, you know, I guess save as much time as possible. And the strat coming up here is actually pretty interesting. So basically, like, you need to get there fast enough. If you'll notice, the Koopa sort of, where is it? Was it before this? Yeah, so he danced right there, off camera, sort of. And if you don't get there fast enough, he's not going to dance, and it won't be lined up properly. So you basically need to do donut jump to get that. Take a pretty low jump there. Save some frames. So that pipe kick is, not a lot of people do that. I think I'm the only one who does, actually. And it's just because, like, it's a lot, you don't really have a lot of space to work with. It's weird because normally for pipe kicks you'll hold run like while you do them, but like with that one you just have to like press left and jump very slightly and then hold run afterwards so you don't fall into the poison. It's a tricky one. Alright, I believe my 5.56 this run was really good. Again, everyone does 5.56 a little bit differently, but this is the way I always did it. Those two wall kicks there does save like a little bit of time, like 0.3 or something. So that was that a high 5.57? I wasn't looking. Okay, so you know you did it like really well if these spikes right here are like, if there's like a gap between this and this. That's how you know you did it pretty fast. At least that's my indicator of knowing. Just classic baby fight, nothing really to write home about. That was a little... That was a few frames away from a 531. It wasn't too far. I've gotten a 531 with a 557 before. So 847s, especially low ones for me, are like not bad at all. I've only gotten a few 846s with my loads. Alright, so 5.4 has... It's... 5.4 is an interesting level. Especially as of recently, because Yacker Tracker found a strat that saves about 2.5 seconds. It's really hard though, so this run doesn't have it. But I think future ones will, honestly. I'll explain that sort of in depth when we get there. So basically with each of these propellers, you want to jump, or you want to spin like as close to the poison as you can, or at least for that first one. So this was a new strat actually. DCA brought this to my attention. You can go up there, shake off the Goombas, and you conserve a lot more speed by doing that. So right where that bomb fell, you can actually jump off of him. And there's like a chain of 2 more that you can do like really precise jumps off of to like skip this upper part here. I know I keep mentioning DCA, but he got a 358 with this, I believe, which is like insanely good. And yeah, I mean, at least right now, 54s are like the peak for RTA runs. I don't see it. Well, I mean, like you might fluke a 455 or a 355 occasionally, but that's probably pretty rare. I've only gotten one in a run before. Alright, so right off the start, or right off the bat here, I crouch in there so you can like do the turn back quicker. So Mario doesn't like bump on any sort of platform. I've always found that helps a little bit. So actually, like, this is sort of a new strat I came up with the day I was doing runs, and I got this one. I found it was pretty consistent. Doing that triple. It's pretty lenient. There's this thing you can do in this room called meme jump, where you don't slow down at all. It saves like 0.2 or 0.3. It's pretty minuscule, but it is somewhere you could save time. I've gotten it multiple times in runs before. Nothing like too crazy, but like your run's basically dead if you miss it, depending on how good or bad you are at backing things up. Alright, so this is the last instance in the run where you're gonna mash through the banner. It's only in the smaller levels where it matters for some reason. I don't know if it's the same way for mushroom houses, but I mash through them anyway. I always have. So I got a 1206 this run. Okay, yeah, 1206 are really good. I've only gotten one 1205 ever, and it only had like one tiny mistake in it. So like so far the only major time loss is World 1 from Goomba RNG. So my World 8 was not great, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna say it straight up, it really was not that great. There's a wall kick you can do off that question block there. It saves like 0.1. I didn't do it this run. I only do it on 1207s or worse. Got the worst meteor. I got the worst meteor pattern there, so I had to like sort of slow down so I didn't get hit. I lost a little bit. You know, classic shell jump. I don't see a lot of people run across these mushrooms for some reason. It saves time. You crouch there, get up there as fast as you can. Like, that actually saves a lot of time, and I don't see a lot of people do it. I'm not really sure why. And you got classic 8-1 triple, nothing too crazy. 440 pipes usually guarantee 33s. If you get like a really high 39, you can get a low 33 out of it, but yeah. So I mean the 8 one was okay, but again, just the meteor pattern was pretty unlucky. If I did that wall kick at the start of it, I could have avoided it. I just realized that. Assuming I did it fast enough. Alright, so God, fucking 8-2. This is pretty interesting. It was really good until the end, and you'll see what happened. So you do that thing called a crouch boost off of that rolling hill, going left. Basically, if you crouch on any rolling hill that's going the opposite direction you are, you'll regain all of your normal momentum going forward. And for those who don't know, it's used a lot in like the last room in this level. I do another one there. I don't see a lot of people do that either. So I just realized it's not faster to slide down that slope right there, but I always just do for some reason. So yeah, new star grab strat found by Astix about 2 months ago. A lot easier than RSG. Screw that. Terrible strat. Alright, high 43 pipes are pretty good. Okay, so this would have been a 425 if I haven't done this. Look at that. Look at that shit. I'm so mad at myself, dude. That is disgusting. I mean, I guess. No, I'm not even gonna like pay myself. High 24s are not good. At least in my opinion, or if you're going for world record. So yeah, okay, that time loss there is pretty appropriate. I'm not even questioning that. I think I lost time at like every level in this world somewhere. Smaller things, but like I did. So you want to jump onto that bone coaster as far left as you possibly can. That was a little bit right there, but again, not like a huge deal. Maybe I lost like a frame or two. Really isn't a whole lot to talk about in this level, unfortunately. You can build up speed there, jump off earlier, I guess. I mean, everyone already knows that. I believe it was the end of this first room where I lost a bit of time. Yeah, okay, so I jumped really low there. I didn't have as much speed as I needed to, and I got a 414. You want to aim for 415s, honestly. It's really not that difficult. I'm kind of mad at myself for doing that. Not a lot of people know how to do this part fast. You just want to jump on his head and yeah, I mean honestly, it's just exactly how it looks. I don't even need to explain that. Something you want to be careful of on this last section is if you jump too far right, sort of like, I think it's like for the same reason as some, if you don't know, what was it? If you triple jump on like the last pixel of a corner, it won't actually come out. You'll just get like a normal jump. And I think that's the same deal here, because if you jump too far right on one of these guys' heads, you'll just lose all your forward speed. And that obviously sucks. Thank God it didn't happen. I have had it happen like on pace before. It's pretty upsetting. Okay, a airship. Okay, yeah, there's a few things I could talk about. So at the start here, you want to like spin on that screw as like little as possible, so you can just crouch your way through there. I think I took it kind of safe there because I've been losing runs to trying to cut it too tight. I don't think I saved much though. So this is a 54, I believe. I don't actually know what a good pipe here is. Okay, I was right. Alright, so ideally you want to like jump or spin as low as you can here, so you don't have to like hover around the air for much time. Okay, no, those weren't actually that bad. 441 pipes are pretty solid. So you can do something, you can do a crouch jump into there instead of just spinning. It saves like 0.3 or something, but it's like kind of annoying. You know, okay, so you can get something where you don't have to do those wall kicks there, and you just land on the black platform right here. It saves like half a second, and I thought for sure I got it this run, but I missed it by like maybe a few pixels. It wasn't by much. Yeah, so that drill into the pipe, that saves a little bit as well. If you spin and then immediately hold down like right afterwards, you just kind of have that happen, and it's fast. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna go over bombless, kind of. So my visual cue is like, hold on. So like I'll jump right in the middle of this thing, like right in between these two black parts. I'll jump right there, and then I spin right as I'm passing the right side of this pillar in the background here. That's usually my visual cue for first hit. It works most of the time. And you want to, for second hit, you want to jump after he's went in his clown cart, so you get stuck to the top way easier. I found that helped me a lot. I don't know. I mean, just being the fact it's bombless, it's gonna be inconsistent, but there's nothing you can really do about that. I've lost. I don't even know how much. I don't even know how many runs to this level at this point. Too many. And actually, I've lost. This is my 11th run to Bowser's Castle on world record pace, and I didn't completely blow it this time. I thought I did when I finished the run, but apparently my lows were bad, so we take those. Alright, so my gold here has a mid 513, which I have only gotten in a run once, unfortunately. I think this run I got like a 512. I'm pretty sure I did. So I was just like a little bit ahead going into this level. So nothing crazy, just do that triple jump, not too close to the edge, or else they won't come out. What the hell? Okay. You want to sort of slow down there, or else you're gonna get hit by the lava bubble. It's just always something you should be aware of. You sort of get a feel like when you know he's going to be sometimes. So, okay, I spun too high there, and normally you're supposed to like hit the ceiling for like a good amount of time and then just fall into the pipe, but I actually hit the ground. So that lost a little bit. I got a 55 pipe, didn't I? Yeah, okay. So that kind of sucked. That's where half the time loss came in this level. The other half is like at the very end. exciting about this room. Just trying to get into the pipe as soon as possible. Nothing too crazy or wild. That wasn't the greatest either. You can get in there before the pipe's even showing, but it's really hard. So, something about this door, I think people already know this, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway. If you enter, wait a minute, let's close this. So if you enter from like too far left, as like what you do in normal like tower or castle levels, you try to enter like as far left as possible. But for some reason in this door, if you don't land or if you don't enter somewhere near the middle, it's gonna make you walk right for some reason. It's only that door too. I think I got lucky fireballs. Yeah, okay, so there's a few patterns on it. I've never had trouble with the first set, but like the second set, you can, here, let's go back again. If the second and fourth fireballs, so this one and this one, are both on the bottom, you're basically fucked. You're losing time, and there's no way to avoid it. I think this is an 83. Yeah, so not the greatest start to Bowser's Castle, but it was good enough. You can get 84s relatively easily. And since my PB had swipes here, I definitely had some time to play with. So, I forgot to mention this, but like about a minute 29 or minute 30 from hitting the switch on this section is like when you should end the run, if you get a good escape. So you're just your typical fireballs. I was lucky Bowser didn't swipe this run. It would have been dead if he did, because I had already tanked too much time. Alright, so my escape was good up until the end. Here, let me point this out. So, the sooner you land on this platform right here, so if you like land farther left, which I did, you'll have like a much more leniency with this platform right here, landing on it. I didn't know that until recently, actually, so that was really helpful. So this strat here, that saves some time. Again, I don't see a lot of people do it. I think only me and Yacker do. Alright, so Tommy strat. So, okay, let's talk about this. I spun too early there, and you'll notice I sort of like buffered, or like paused a little bit underneath when I was spinning there to adjust myself. So I did land on the platform. I didn't think I was going to, but I didn't jump off of it, and unfortunately I had to just spin onto the switch. Didn't really lose as much time as it looks like, by the way. Lose like half a second at most. So I guess just to like summarize this run, like it's good. Like World 5 I think I mentioned this in my run description. World 5 is really good. Like that's what usually like what you should shoot for, 1205s, 1206s. But World 8 is definitely improvable. I lost time at least a little bit in like every single level in the world. So yeah. I mean like this is still very beatable. I'm not gonna try to PB until someone else beats it, so yeah. I'm not very good at outros, so I'm just gonna end it here. Just subscribe or something. Bye.